All right, guys, happy Tuesday. This is our Olympic lifting day. We're going to be doing some snatch work. So we're going to have two parts of this. The first part, I really like this drill for reinforcing good position. It's going to be a snatch pull plus a squat snatch. So here's what it's going to look like. From the floor, you find your snatch grip. So imagine I had a bar with weights on it, right? Feet start right under the hips. Chest pulls up. It's slow past the knee and just the pull. Okay? If it's light, I just did what's called a high pull. So I make hip contact, extend, shrug, elbows high, and then I bring the bar back to the ground, immediately followed by the squat snatch. So you do one pull. If it's heavier, you're not going to pull very high. It might be just like a little arm bend. But the idea here is the first part, the pull, reinforces a good position without having to worry about getting underneath the bar. Right? And then we immediately reset and we do the full movement. And so that bar, we've reinforced a good position. So now it stays close to you and then you finish the movement on the second rep. So this is a really good drill. We're starting around 50% of our snatch weight, building up a little bit. This will be 6 minutes of this. Every minute you're going to do a snatch pull plus a squat snatch. If you cannot squat, just do power. That's totally fine. So it might look like pull, reset, power, that's fine too. Main thing here is we're reinforcing bar close to the body. We don't want that bar to swing out in front of us. So if you notice, a drill I like to give people is find a line or even make a line with chalk and try not to jump in front of the line, all right? After we do that for 6 minutes, kind of priming our bodies, we're gonna get a 2-minute rest, and then we're going to give a 6-minute window to work on your own to find a max squat snatch in that 6-minute window. Again, feel free to do a power snatch. For all of these, if you have any shoulder issues or overhead squatting doesn't feel good, feel free to substitute the clean for this as well. So that's our Olympic lifting work for today. Let's talk about conditioning. All right, guys, our conditioning today is an EMOM with only 2 movements. So half of this is going to be rest. Minute 1, you're going to do as many toes to bar as you can do in 1 minute. Then you get a minute rest. And then you do as many burpee box jump overs that you can do in a minute and a minute rest. So let's talk about the toes to bar. It's a great opportunity to work on your form here. All right. So the full toes to bar. Right. Repeating reps. A lot of people will do a knee raise, right, because it's easier to control. Okay. But if you're stuck in this variation, like I struggle with the toes to bar all the way up, I remind people you can do in between. You can do toes to about eye level. I'm going to come to the side so you can see me. And the way that I like to teach this is learning to use your lat and that control. That's the foundation of being able to link your full toes to bar, right? So when I teach people this, I just say start small, get the rhythm through the shoulder, and then build up the height of your toes. What's important here is you'll notice my knees are always close to my chest. So if your legs go perfectly straight, that's going to be a little more challenging on your hip flexors and your core. So I like to stay small. So you start with this knee raise, get that rhythm, and then go halfway. Notice my knees are close to my chest, okay? And as I get better, I can start working up that height. So if you have the strength, you think, or if you're kind of working on that technique, that's a good way to build and learn that position. So of course, scale down as needed. Be safe on your hands and your shoulders here. If you need to go to the floor to do something like V-ups or tuck-ups, right? That's also going to be a great option today. The burpee box jump over, all right? So the burpee on the ground, the only rule for this part, you do not have to jump your feet back, so you're allowed to step back as long as your chest and thighs touch the ground at the bottom. Okay, same thing coming up. You can jump your feet, you can step to the jump, right? So when you jump, it has to be a 2-footed jump, okay? You don't have to stand up. I always tell people take a big step off the box to make room so you can go right back down into that next rep. So most people will take a small step, jump, rotate, big step off, and go. So this is all about rhythm, all right? So if you're not comfortable jumping, I prefer that people don't do a step up, right? I like a 2-footed jump. Just go to a lower box where you feel comfortable to try to keep moving, getting that rhythm. And that's it, guys. Back and forth for total reps today. Have fun with it. See you tomorrow.